All right, hey, good morning. It is morning. I'm doing my video early today. Um, Good morning. I'm going to do my makeup. It's going to be a get ready with me video again. I am, however, going to talk about something not about makeup though. Talk about my weight loss of 70 pounds. I'll insert a picture here of at my heaviest. I was a little over 200 pounds, and I am only 5'2". So I was really heavy, and I lost it over the last 2 years, since about 2022. So maybe in the last 4 years, I've gotten down to, it's over 200. I've gotten down into like the 140s, which to me I'm kind of big boned. So to me, I think it looks okay. But I'm going to get ready, and we'll see how we are doing. All right. I'm going to talk about how I lost the weight and what I do to maintain it now. So, how I initially lost the weight, I lost my job. The firm that I was working for was a professional services firm, disbanded, and I was out of a job. But my kidneys were starting to not do that well. Oh my goodness, I had makeup on yesterday, and it's like, I'm sorry, I've got like bags on, they're not real bags under my eyes, they're just leftover makeup. Anyway, my kidneys were starting to not do well. I was having trouble kind of getting through the day. So my husband and I decided that I would not look for another job. I would stay home. And I wasn't eligible for disability yet. That wouldn't come for another 3 years. But we were able to have me stay home. And I was very lucky that that happened. But when I stopped working, I stopped eating out for lunch. I stopped ordering out for dinner because I was tired and didn't want to cook anything. So a lot of the weight, like about 25, 30 pounds, came off pretty easily just from that. And I think that's a good lesson to learn is when you work, and I don't know what people who work in restaurants do, I don't know. But when you work, take your lunch to work with you. I know it's no fun. And, and I was of the mindset at the time that every lunch should be a banquet. I would get these huge diner salads, and I would get McDonald's, and I'd get, we have Wawa. It's like a convenience store, and you go and get sandwiches and convenience food from there. And I used to get a lot of that and eat at my desk, and just, get bags of candy and, snacks through the day. And just, I really just ate with abandon. I really did. And I gained weight easily. So I really, my eating was out of control. I was also consuming a fair amount of alcohol. So that, didn't help either. So I stopped that. And I now to maintain, now that I'm down to like mid 140s, I use intermittent fasting to maintain the weight. I eat from about noon to 8 o'clock at night. What intermittent fasting is to have a window through the day, through your 24-hour period, where you don't eat. So when you do eat, it's like an 8-hour window, or a 16-hour window, or a 12-hour window. That's where you would eat all your food, and you would make sure. And it's not just limiting the time; it's limiting the food you eat too. Eating good food, but keeping it where your body gets a rest for at least 12 hours, and isn't constantly processing food. Now, there is a lot of benefits as far as cortisol and blood sugar, and I'm not qualified to go into those things. I'm going to put an article in the linked in the description about the benefits It's from one of the National Institutes of Health or something like that. Uh, um, I'll put a link in the bottom where you can read from a reputable source the benefits and the drawbacks of intermittent fasting. And it might not be for everybody, but that's how I'm maintaining right now. Here, let me put some. My eyes are driving me crazy, so I need to put on some under eye concealer. So that's what helps me maintain right now. And I would love to hear any questions you might have and really open it up to, open it up to questions and, get personal. It's okay. I might not put it on, a video, but I'll probably answer your question. I'm open. So I'll probably answer all your questions in the comments, any questions you might have. So put them there. That would be great. I also do a bit of exercise. I didn't exercise while I was actively losing the weight. Now that I'm trying to maintain, I do. I'm waiting for the weather to get a little nice. Right now it's like mid-March, and we're still having some really cold days interspersed with some like decent days. And I'm going to try and walk now that the weather is starting to get a little bit better. I don't walk in the winter. I don't walk in the rain. And aerobics, from the more I study about exercise, the more I hear that aerobics really doesn't do much for you as far as body composition goes. But I think it does do wonderful things for mental health. I've been a long time walker since my kids were little kids. And we lived all in like 9 of us living in this little ranch house. And I used to go out and take my walk every day. And I think it's the way, I was able to kind of keep it together. So I think aerobic exercise is good for mental health, and it's not bad for you. It just won't change your body the same way strength training will. And I'll get into strength training a little bit. I've worked a lot with trainers, and I've, worked out, on and off for a long time. And, I worked with machines, I've worked with free weights, and I've worked with kettlebells. And so I'm not a licensed trainer or anything like that. I was a group fitness instructor back in like 2015. But that kind of came and went. So, all right, now that I have my under eye circles taken care of to some extent, I'll put on some concealer. It's the Hoola bronzer that I always use. It's kind of worse for wear. It's getting a little cruddy, but you find something that you really like, you use it. There we go. And under my chin a little bit. Got my jowls, because your face just slips down your skull there. Yeah, it's nothing you can do. Everybody's doing their best. Blush. What do I want to use today? I don't think I'll use this. I'm feeling a little bright. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush for my blush, and I've hit pan on this Wet n Wild drugstore blush. But I love this color. It's like a kind of like a deeper peach, and it just goes with my coloring. I think I just have to be careful with it because it's very pigmented, So there we go. My color, I dye my hair blonde, but my coloring is kind of like reddish brown. For reddish brown hair is best. I just like it blonde. I went reddish blonde. I just didn't feel like myself. So, my hair I really haven't done yet today. My eyebrows. I finally got my eyebrows waxed, and it was like, oh my goodness, it's like you're taking off a winter coat when it's hot out. Too bad. Well, eyebrows are fine. One thing I do have for eyebrows, where is it? Here it is. This is old. It's Brow Stylist Boost and Set from L'Oreal. This, I don't know if they still sell it, but this I kind of like. It's got A little bit of color. I do it like in a blonde, which I didn't color my eyebrows last time I colored my hair, so they're a little dark, but it kind of grooms them and puts them, kind of sets them, so they're not, if you got kind of hair that can be a little bushy, eyebrows that can be a little bushy, might help you there. I'm gonna powder down because what I found yesterday, I was using this primer, and I love it. I love e.l.f. products, but it's a silicone based primer, and like all day long it was kind of coming off my face. So I find when I powder it down, and I'm using just air spun powder, kind of old fashioned, it smells kind of old fashioned, but I just put some in here and then just powder it down, and then it doesn't kind of slip as much as it seemed to yesterday. I had had a procedure in the morning, and I was just resting. I rested the rest of the day, and I was just kind of, rubbing my face, and it kept coming off. It's like, this is weird. So just have to powder it down. All right. So sum up, I lost 70 pounds. I'll put in a picture right here of where I was. That's me and my husband. We're both, looking to lose weight. We have kind of food as a fun thing between us. So, we've got to kind of change a lot of our core habits. You know what I'm saying? It's all about habits. Not ordering out as much, not ordering out the minute that we feel tired, I keep a lot of salad, like those bag salads. They're cabbage, which I can eat better than lettuce. For my kidney, I'm on dialysis, and I save those a lot, and I have them at dinner. They're wonderful. You can put some chicken in them. And sometimes I put like some. I'm gonna cook up some tuna in the air fryer and put that in like a chili mango one. I get them at Walmart. And he has a salad every night, so I don't have to do a lot of like cooking. I make a meal on Sunday, which is usually pasta, and it's usually a bit of an indulgence, and my weight will go up a little bit when I make that. Excuse me. Do my mascara. All right, here we go. Feel better. Open my eye up a little bit. Now, I'm not going anywhere today. I'm just doing this for a video. So I'm not going to do any kind of elaborate looks or anything like that. This is just my everyday makeup so I don't look quite so bedraggled. And I use a magnifying mirror for that, obviously. All right. Thank you so much. To go back to what I was saying, I was recapping and then got lost in my makeup. I was recapping. I lost 70 pounds by really changing what I ate, what I accepted. I started cooking at home, stopped eating out, stopped grabbing lunch, a high density lunch that I didn't need. I mean, those diner salads, I would have a Greek salad. They're easily 1,000 calories for salad. So it's a lot. It's a lot to eat, and so that's how initially about 30 pounds came off, and then the rest of it was done with intermittent fasting, about another 40, and I maintain with intermittent fasting now. I would say I would eat between 1,200 and 2,000 calories a day. It varies. I don't count calories. That's a little too controlling for me. I want it a little bit loose, and that's why I also like intermittent fasting. So, and my weight kind of goes up and down. If you're looking to go steadily down, you want to control your eating, keep to a certain caloric schedule. Make sure you're getting your protein, make sure you're getting all your nutrients, make sure you take a multivitamin, because we it's hard to get all of our nutrition. And yeah, that's how I maintain. And I will go into how I exercise in another video. And I hope you guys are going to have a great day. And I hope this is giving you some food for thought. Please, questions down in the comments. I would love to answer all of them. And I will research and I will find answers for you. So that'd be great. And thank you. Please like and subscribe. Please check me out on Pinterest and Instagram and Convention Assassin. We're assassinating the convention of a frumpy middle-aged woman. We're working hard. And thank you so much, and you have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye now.